Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today John's at Huddersfield Golf Club, where I've got George with us, who's going to be fitting me for hopefully a hybrid or a long iron at the top of my bag. Right, so I've hit a few balls. I don't 100% feel ready, but we're going to start, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think you ever feel ready for these things. You're
you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine.
But we're going to hit a few more. It's going to be a bit of an uncut, a bit of a raw sort of fit this as well. I'm not going to trim and cut things too much. I think it's good for you guys to see, you know, what a real fitting is like. If you've not been had a fitting, you know, you get to see what happens. So we've warmed up. I'm going to hit some shots with mine now.
Yeah, let's hit 4 or 5 with your own. Let's have a little look at what it's doing.
Good one to start.
That's all right.
That's more of a typical one.
Yeah, so that's the sort of shape, is it? A little bit of right to left on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if that would, because I can hit this pretty straight.
Yeah.
But when I'm getting that shape, I know if I hit my driver, it'd just be way left.
Absolutely.
And that's why I use this, because it's just, the bad shots are just not as bad.
Yeah.
Seems like one of them days where I'm missing things a bit left.
That's okay. It's better to be that way than just doing something that you never normally do.
Yeah.
You know, that's the worst thing for us as a fitter, when they come in and say, oh, I normally fade it and today I'm drawing it. Well, it's so hard to fit then.
Let's see if I can just slow that tempo a bit.
Okay, so straight away, I can see definitely plenty of distance there.
Right.
You know, we've sort of been around that 250 mark, 248, 227 through the air, 250 total. So great tee club. You know, you always hear people say, if I could just plot it 250 around any golf course, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
We're up at 3,000 spin, so it's not super low spin. Right. It's not, you know, it's not on the edge of being ridiculous. Ideally, if we put it on optimizer, it probably would want somewhere between 3,500 and 4,500 spin, but it's not dangerously low, you know, with what you were saying. So it's not bad by any means, but like you say, let's have a look. Let's try a few different things and see where we get to.
I'll be honest with you. Sometimes if I hit a little bit bottomy, it's one of them that it just doesn't fly. Yeah. So I've got to really make sure that I try and get the bottom of the ball. So I can see why, you know, even on them good strikes, if it's low spin, when I do catch it at the bottom of the face, that's why it's probably so low.
Yeah.
That, you know, I do
just
lose
not.
distance.
I mean, launching at 12.8.
Yeah.
You know, it's got 17 degrees of loft on it, so we definitely are de-lofting it a little bit. Obviously, you'd never expect it to launch up at the number, but ideally, you know, on here it's saying anywhere between sort of 13 and 15 and a half launch. Yeah. So let's have a little look. I think it's hard to say. We'll try the crossover as well. Yeah. But I'm going to build you up something very similar, but in the newer head and with the newer RDX shaft. So still similar, still a Project X, and so it's familiar.
I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to sort of talking about what the difference in feel is and sound. You know, and definitely. Obviously it's the first time I'll have tried one, guys. So
well, 2 seconds. I just filled one up.
So in true Yorkshire style, I managed to get a couple of limited edition caps off George to give away to 2 lucky subscribers. All you've got to do is share this video on a social media platform and get in the comments, what club did I go for? I'm going to do this draw when I visit the fitting centre down at Ping at Gainsborough for the iron fitting, when I try the I230s. Again, you know, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to buy some, but I'm going there to try them. But hopefully the results are as good as what they are today.
So, should feel very familiar. We've not changed too much there. I'm just going to pop a different tag on this just so we can see when we're looking at the data what exactly what we're hitting. Okay, we're good to go.
Right, I mean, first impressions wise, I can see that little bit of a carbon fibre finish on top, which it does look a bit nicer. It looks a bit more alive, the club.
Yeah,
you know, the other one looks a bit dead compared to this.
No, I'm with you on that, absolutely.
surely that can't be coincidence that that's gone straighter. Because that didn't feel like it wanted to go left.
No.
I mean, that club as well, George, it's a complete, what can I say, Frankenstein club, because that shaft weren't supplied by Ping.
No, and that is about as stiff as a shaft you'll find in a hybrid as well. It's
and so I always worry when people do that you don't get the balance right of the club, whereas I'm guessing with this one, probably is balanced a bit better. They've definitely gone straighter, haven't they?
Definitely straighter. Still maybe a little bit low.
Yeah.
Might just look at popping that loft up a little bit. But no, really good. 249 again.
The swing weight of it feels different, even though there's still a heavy shaft, isn't it?
Yeah.
Still a heavy shaft. It feels like, I don't know, maybe there's just weight distribution's better.
That's the only issue with obviously changing out the shafts, and I've been guilty of it in the past, is that the swing weight can be anything, you know.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
like
way
that a
better.
Lot.
That's way better.
Yeah. Night and day difference.
Yeah, and guys know on this chart, I don't sort of, I wouldn't, if it get any better, I wouldn't even say it.
No, definitely.
I think you can see that clearly, can't you? All you've done is change clubs.
Well, we'll show the viewers as well, but if you have a look at that dispersion there, the red's the new one, the blue's yours.
That's unbelievable.
It is, yeah. Just through getting a little bit more launch and a little bit more spin.
Yeah.
And like you said, probably maybe weighted a little bit better as well.
In terms of feel as well, it feels a bit like, I don't know how to describe it. It does feel different to last year's one.
Yeah,
though.
Definitely. But it sounds it as well.
It sounds. I don't know if hollow is the right word or not, but it just
more of like
more
a high pitch.
Or sorry, just hit one more.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm well impressed with that.
Good, great. That's what we like to hear. Good.
Maybe it's not my swing. Only joking.
So very, very good. Really impressed with that. We've managed to keep the spin above 3,000. Still at that 250 total, but just so much more control there.
Yeah.
So let's keep that shaft, because that shaft's obviously working really well.
Yeah.
And let's pop a crossover head on there. And let's have a little look at what that changes. That's really good. Dispersion-wise on that.
Yeah.
Cracking, absolutely.
That's great.
It's not giving you any more distance, but it's not really what you want. You just want to know it's going to hit the fairway.
I would have quite happily kept that club, if obviously I didn't see any improvement.
Yeah.
But I thought while you were here today, just to check it out.
Absolutely, yeah. So exactly the same shaft.
Yeah.
Still the same loft, so we're in a 2 crossover here. So let's have a little look. I wonder if the launch might be a little bit too low with this, but let's have a little look.
As far as 2 irons go, it certainly looks probably as inviting as you're going to get.
Yeah. That's the whole idea this year. They've gone for the eye crossover, a bit more towards the players' sort of side of things. Shot.
That came. Probably not my best swing, but it came
No,
out.
I like the launch of it. I know it went a tad right, but it's up at 14.5 launch. Very good. So straight away, seeing that that's leaking a little, it's favouring the right side.
It's a bit of an odd one, that, for me, actually. But I haven't used a 2 iron for a long time.
Yeah.
Longest iron I think I've had in my bag for years has been a 4 iron.
Okay. And do you, with that 4 iron, do you tend to see much shape, or is that?
My 4 iron tends to be, probably a draw, if I'm being quite honest.
Okay.
So I don't know whether with this shafting, the other one seemed to move right, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It's definitely stopped that left side of the golf course. Absolutely.
Exactly the same, aren't they?
Yeah. Okay, let's switch that shaft out and let's see if we can get something that's sort of suiting your shape a little bit more.
What a difference two clubs, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Unbelievable, isn't it? I suppose that's the importance of trying clubs and, getting the fitting, isn't
that's
it?
what we're trying to beat into people, is that until you hit it,
Yeah.
you can read all the stats you want online, but until you've hit it, you're just not going to know.
In your opinion then,
Yeah.
from all fits you've done, if I hit a really good hybrid and a really good toe iron and the same loft, would there be much difference in distance?
I think a hybrid will always go a little bit further,
Yeah.
just because there's more mass behind the ball.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're talking less than 10 yards. You know.
I just feel like when I'm not hitting my driver,
Yeah.
to drop to an iron all the time, especially sometimes on like long par fours, because this hybrid that I've been hitting, when I hit it really well, it's been going about 260.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not losing that much distance on people, but if I get an iron, I feel like I've got to swing really hard, and probably throws my tempo a bit. But
Okay, so same head.
yeah.
So we're into our Tor chrome shaft here.
If you've not seen one of these Tor chrome shafts, I think this is a really nice upgrade. This.
Yes, they are nice, absolutely.
It looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Looks really nice. I'll put some close-ups to this shaft in actually. That's better.
There you go. Yeah.
That felt more stable actually, that shaft in this club. It just felt a bit more, almost a bit stiffer for some reason. Whereas
Okay.
maybe I'm just getting too old for a 2-iron.
Well, end of the day, I mean, hybrids were designed just to be so forgiving and easy to hit, and then obviously as time goes on, we've sort of strengthened it and gone to more of a player's 2-iron. But 2-irons are so popular. Nice.
I'm going to be honest with you, so far,
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards preferring a hybrid.
Do you know what? So I was just about to say,
Yeah.
with that sort of T club that you're looking for, I would 100% be leaning towards the hybrid.
Yeah.
With that RDX, I think that's perfect setup for you.
Yeah.
I mean, if your longest irons are 4, then maybe if you were looking at a crossover, you'd want to maybe drop down to maybe a 3.
Yeah.
And just try and fill that long iron gap. But I think as a T club, you can't argue with that, with the hybrid we hit, you know.
And just out of a matter of interest, 'cause I'm not that fussed about having a 3-wood or a 4-wood in my bag, because I feel like, you know, if I'm going to hit that club, I might as well just hit a driver off the tee.
Yeah.
Would it, if I hit a 3-wood with the same shafting, would it go much further? Am I sacrificing a great deal?
Then the hybrid.
Yeah, because the hybrid 17 is a 3-wood 15 and a half.
Yeah, it's 15 the new one. Again, it's the longer shaft, it's the more mass behind, you're going to generate a little bit more speed. So you probably see somewhere maybe 10 to 15 yards with a 3-wood. I mean, it's that old thing, some people hit hybrids like irons, some people hit them like wood, so it depends as well how you treat it. But I mean, we can hit the 3-wood and see, we can set it up the same and just have a little look.
Can we just hit one or two? Is
why
that
not?
right?
Let's have a look.
I am definitely going to get a hybrid though, because, you know, as you guys know, I do rely on it when I'm struggling off the tee.
Yeah.
But it is just sort of out of curiosity, I'm just wondering, the way I've hit that hybrid, is it worth me sort of just trying the 3-wood with a similar shaft in it? Because, you know, if I can gain a few more yards, why not? But I mean, if I hit this hybrid exception or the fairwood exceptional, I might then decide maybe to get a 3 hybrid.
Yeah,
You know,
to
so
maybe
it's
gap it out a little
bit more
bit.
versatility, but I'd have to hit this 3-wood really well, I think, to want to do that.
Yeah. So just on the standard setup, on 15 degrees. But let's, I'm interested to see actually.
Yeah. Be interesting to see if that has gone much further than the hybrid.
So the hybrid was totaling out at 247.
Yeah.
That one actually, yeah, 247.6. Very, very similar. So the spin rate was, the club speed's definitely faster.
Yeah.
But we didn't generate any more ball speed, and it spun up a little bit.
Honestly, George, that's really what I wanted to hear, because I didn't actually want to buy a free wood.
Okay.
I just wanted to know that I'm not sacrificing too much.
Yeah.
I did believe that the hybrid I built went a long way,
Yeah.
but in back of my mind, it takes that doubt out of my mind that I'm losing.
Yeah.
If I were to get an extra 20 yards, then I'd probably consider it. If it's only going to be 10 or you know, under 10 yards, it doesn't. It's just what I wanted to hear, really.
Yeah, 250.4. So you're not actually gaining anything
Yeah.
by going 3 wood as opposed to the hybrid.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Oh, great.
And I think for any of you guys that are probably struggling with driver and fairwood off tee, I think this could be a really good route to go down.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's definitely been working for me over these last few months, and I think I've definitely just upgraded there on my hybrid.
Oh, absolutely, definitely, a night and day difference. But you're dead right. You know, that's the whole thing we're trying to get into people's heads with fitting, is that we're here to fit you. We're not here to say you need a 3 wood, 5 wood. If the hybrid's working, then why have a 3 wood? If you're more comfortable and you're hitting that as good, then we'll go down that route.
Well, I'm really happy with that, and honestly, George, as soon as I've got my fitting sheet, I'm going to be going straight down to the shop and ordering it.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Oh, no problem at all. And well done.
If we can grab that data, we'll stick it in the video.
Yeah.
And guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm going to be going down to the fitting centre, obviously trying the I230s.
Absolutely.
I might even try the driver, you know, because
Why
that
not?
fairway wood, I mean, it's flown all right.
Yeah.
It's gone straight.
It was
it's
dead
just
straight.
a matter of the distance. There weren't any improvement in distance, were there? Which
No.
is
I mean,
great
and that's only on
in
the
a way.
standard setting, so we could strengthen it and all that sort of stuff. But
most golfers as well probably wouldn't have a 17 hybrid, would they?
no, they'd be up in a 4 or 5 hybrid.
Yeah. I'm probably a bit of a maverick because most people probably
that's all.
prefer
That
a
is
fairway.
a mini 3 wood for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not like a 4-5 iron replacement. So just shows the versatility of the hybrid as well.
Yeah.
It can be set up so many different ways.
I'm buzzing with that, and thank you for your time.
No problem at all.
Appreciate
Pleasure.
it.
Enjoyed it.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you in a few days' time. And if you've not had a ping fitting and you're interested in the G430s, then go and see your nearest retailer and check out where they are, because that van never stops, does it?
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Yeah.
Guys, I'll see you in a few days' time. Bye.